The Baltimore Ravens are cooked. Not a little burnt like a peanut butter cracker. They are cooked. The Ravens season, John Harbaugh's job, and Lamar Jackson's career, they don't look good. They do not look good. Look, big blowout loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of injuries on the road against a Super Bowl caliber quarterback and coach. I get it. At some point, you've got to get it done. This isn't his rookie season. This isn't his second season. Lamar Jackson's been in the NFL for a while. He's going to turn 30 soon in the next couple of years. And look, I think Lamar's a good dude. I think he's a very exciting player. And I think when everything goes right, 1 o'clock in Baltimore, a good game script, you know what defensive coverage is happening, Lamar's probably the best to ever do it. He's got the highest passer rating. He's dynamic on the ground. But when you need him the most to win these big games, Lions, Bills, Chiefs, Bills in the playoffs, Chiefs in the playoffs, Bills in the playoffs before, look, at some point, it's not just dumb luck. At some point, maybe once, twice, maybe 3 times, when you need him the most, and sometimes it's not 100% his fault. By no means am I saying that, but the great quarterbacks, the elite quarterbacks, the guys that are first ballot Hall of Famers, they take bad situations, they take tipped interceptions, they take being down 14 because of a terrible defense, they take bad calls from the coach, from the referees, they take bad blocking, they make it work more often than they don't. You don't have to win every game. By no means, even Mahomes doesn't win every game. He makes it work more often than anybody else, and that's why he's got 3 Super Bowls. That's why I would even at this point put Jalen Hurts over Lamar Jackson. Look, Hurts is not as talented. Let's be real. He can't throw as pretty of a deep ball. He can't throw as far as Lamar Jackson. He's not as dynamic on the ground. But when you need him the most, in big moments, in big games, when things aren't going right, Jalen Hurts always delivers. And even Josh Allen to an extent, even though he's not winning against Mahomes, it looks different. Lamar Jackson loses. Both of them, Jackson and Allen, they both lose to Mahomes, but it looks different when Allen loses. And even when Hurts lost in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, we can't really blame Hurts for that one. Sure, you're the quarterback and you're the most important guy and you're the leader. And it's at the end of the day, it is kind of like a quarterback versus quarterback who can be more perfect. But no one's really going to blame Josh Allen for that overtime loss to Mahomes. Nobody's really going to blame Hurts for that Super Bowl loss to Mahomes. Lamar Jackson, in a lot of these losses, he's a big contributor, if not the primary contributor. And I hate to say it, I don't view Lamar as a tier 1 quarterback anymore. I think he's an electric tier 2 quarterback, and he might win an MVP, and maybe he does win a Super Bowl. It's possible. Joe Flacco, I'm a Ravens fan. Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl. He's not elite. And Nick Foles, the backup quarterback, was able to win a Super Bowl. He's not elite. You can get lucky. You can get on a hot streak, I'm sure. But I don't think it's likely. If you ask me 2 or 3 years ago, if you ask me when the Ravens lost the Titans in the playoffs in Lamar's first MVP season, I would have said 100%. Bad game, whatever, I don't care. After the blowout loss to the Titans when Derrick Henry ran all over this Ravens team, I would have guaranteed you the Ravens would win at least 1 Super Bowl under Lamar Jackson. At this point, it looks bleak. This season is gone. Injuries to Matabuke, he might be gone forever. Marlon Humphrey is injured. Van Noy is injured. Travis Jones is injured. Roquan Smith is... they might ask me to suit up and play for him with how many injuries they're having. And John Harbaugh's got to go. He's got to go. Look, I don't call for people's jobs. I hope he can go coach with his brother, and the Chargers can be a great team. But even when everything does go right, and Lamar's playing great, the passive play calling, the never going for it, it's just... You gotta, Lamar Jackson, you gotta have somebody. Maybe it can be a Ray Lewis when the Ravens have great defenses, but the coach is passive, the quarterback is passive, nobody's taking the win. Lamar Jackson is infinitely more talented than Jared Goff. John Harbaugh is a much schematically better coach than Dan Campbell. The Lions take it from you. They're not as good as the Ravens. They take it from you.